Hey everyone, it's the James and Greg Show.
It's the season finale of season 30 of
The Amazing Race. And this is the most physical challenge I've ever seen at the very end.
And mental.
And mental.
Who won? Who didn't win?
I don't know if I like who won. Do you?
And what happened after the race? Stick around. What a great season.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's over, Greg.
I know, it was like, bam.
It's because they doubled up on all those episodes.
Yeah, we only 8 weeks of show.
Only 8 weeks of show.
But it was good.
It was a roller coaster. There were things that they never did before, which I loved, like the teams going head to head.
Right.
I loved that.
And there was the wife swap.
It's not wife swap. It's partner swap. I don't know why you call it wife.
I don't know. I mean...
Because maybe you love that show, Wife Swap. Maybe you want to try it.
Anyway, 4 teams remain.
4 teams remain.
They went from Thailand to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong Phooey. I love Hong Kong. It was so pretty.
Right. It was the previous leg was a non-elimination.
Right.
So that Team Yell had to do a speed bump.
And they did that speed bump lickety-split.
Right, so basically they all landed in Hong Kong. They had to go up to the highest point, but Victoria's Point.
Victoria's Point. That's where Henry and Evan, Team Yale, met Henry, the taxi cab driver. I love that Henry and Henry hit it off.
Well, we're going to differentiate. There's Henry, the cab driver, and there's Hen.
Oh, because she yells Hen a lot. Evan yells Hen through the whole episode.
Okay, if you know someone named Henry, do you call them Hen?
No, but it gives me a reason to use that emojicon. That emoji, you know? Like, hey, are you bringing Hen?
So they had to go up to Victoria Point.
Yes.
To get their picture taken.
Oh my gosh.
For no reason at all.
Well, apparently when they went to take their picture, who got there first?
Got there first was...
IndyCar.
Oh yeah, IndyCar.
And they were so annoyed by getting a picture taken.
And they were rude to the little guy.
They were... Yes. What was his name? Andy or whatever? Alex.
Oh, Alex is a nice guy.
Alex was actually rude to him.
Alex was like, yeah, whatever, yeah.
Alex was like, come on. Hey, the picture was really great. Did you see what the end result was? I would have wanted that too.
I know, but it didn't have anything to do with the race other than just kill time.
I know, but you got your clue there.
Right, got your clue there. That's where the speed bump was, where they had to hang 40 Chinese lanterns and light them. Put them together, put the light in and hang them. That's what they had to do.
Lovely job.
It put them just a little bit behind because the girls of Team Extreme, they had a suck cab driver.
Oh, yes.
So they had to actually run around to the other side.
8 minutes of running.
So that put them, it jammed everyone up. So they went from there to the Detour. And the Detour was they had to go to a boat and either get taken to where they had to wrap 50 hairy crabs.
Yeah, I don't know why they were called hairy because I didn't see any hair on them. Did you?
Maybe.
You saw hair?
Well, there was a little tough stuff like...
Oh, that was the hair? Okay.
Or maybe because they looked like Harry Connick Jr.
Who's canceled. Did you know the Harry Connick Jr. show, this will be its last year being a talk show? It's canceled. Harry Crab.
To Hong Kong.
Oh, to Hong Kong?
Yeah. I'm having hot tea.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one was Grab Grub, which is they had to take an order in Cantonese.
I loved that challenge.
Right.
That was so fun to watch.
Right.
It was Henry and Evan and Toad Boy and Alex.
Right. And come to find out, Henry spoke Mandarin, but he spoke enough Cantonese to make it happen.
Oh, he made it happen.
Right.
They flew through that.
Toad Boy actually got through it.
He got through it, but Lord knows, the only reason I think he did is because he was kind of like listening to them in the kitchen. Because they all shared the same kitchen. Don't you think?
Well, he was smart too. He only wrote down the words he recognized, like the last 2 words of each dish.
Oh, I would have too. Like
he didn't write down the whole thing, and it's like we need blah blah. Oh, well, here's this one, and so they did it. He missed it a couple of times. Got it right. Henry got it right the
second time.
Second time.
Yeah.
Because he second guessed himself.
Yes, he did.
Which will come into play later.
Oh.
But Henry, foreshadowing.
Don't second guess yourself.
So back on the boat, back on the boat, the only reason that Indy went and did the ordering is because Toad Boy got his finger pinched and it almost crushed his finger.
And he needs that for his occupation.
So he wasn't going to do it.
What's his occupation again? Oh. Okay.
So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was like Whiner McWhiney. Now, mind you, this is like 3 weeks in, little sleep. This is when the crankiness comes out and all the pressure's on, right?
I gotcha.
So they flipped over. And then on the boat, the Team Extreme got done first.
Yep.
And then Cody got done right after it.
Yep, Cody's not great on tasks, as like tasks that require like factory work. We'll get to that in a second too.
So they all get out, and what they have to do is they have to go to another tall building and beat the crap out of stuff at the roadblock.
Oh my gosh. I heard about this. It's a thing that they also do in LA.
Right.
It's not just in Hong Kong. It's a rage room, they call it. And you get a bat, and you get some old stuff, and you get to put on like goggles, and you get to hit stuff. Well, Team Extreme, it must have hurt her like wrists or something, because she couldn't, when she was hitting, she was like, ow, I'm in so much pain, I'm in pain.
Right, and basically the way they showed up at it was, it was Yale, then Indy.
Yale, Indy.
And then it came down to Big Brother and Team Extreme, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Team Extreme was last.
Yeah.
So, but oh, poor her. It hurt her so bad just to have to hit that stuff. It must vibrate into your arms or something. I don't know. It was crazy.
So, yeah, they didn't like it very much. Cody looked like he was just a day at the office.
Oh, Cody was having a field day. He likes to beat stuff.
Oh. Wow. So they did that. Basically, you had to find the two parts of the clue. Hen didn't notice that half of it was sitting out for a while. I still beating the crap out of it.
Darn it.
So what they did, the clue took them to this, kind of like the French Quarter, I guess, of Hong Kong, where all the bars are and everyone's drunk.
Yeah, everyone was wasted, but people were helpful.
Yeah.
People were helping, I could tell.
So there were 3 icons from early in the race hidden along this street that they had to identify, because what they had is they were handcuffed to a briefcase from the performance art one.
Right.
And the combination to the briefcase is when you put together what leg of each icon was from.
Right. So was it 1, 3, 7, whatever?
2 of them were in the race colors. The yellow and white one was a fez. And one was the bull.
And then the last one was Washington Square?
Yeah, Washington
and
Square.
That was in blue and black.
Which I thought was weird. That was the one that kept missing it. So people get jammed up. They couldn't figure it out. Oh my gosh. Finally Yale
figured it out quick.
And then, so as the 3 teams that were left were the 3 that had a pack against Yale. Right?
Yes. That made it exciting, actually. So because Yale was in the lead. They came from last place.
They were determined to get Yale out.
Yes.
And how it worked out is Yale came in first.
Yeah.
So the other 3 had to eliminate one of their buddies.
Okay.
So Cody figured it out pretty much right after.
Yeah. He just did a bunch of combinations. Yeah. And then
so while Yale was there, and you could tell that Phil was kind of vamping for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, how's it going? Oh, blah, 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 blah. And then, oh, look, here comes Big Brother.
Here's Cody and Jessica, not 5 minutes later.
And a very pissed off Cody and Jess, because they were like...
Very pissed off. They get angry face.
And then Evan was like...
She was angry face too.
Because they knew the other 3 teams wanted them out.
Right.
And, I think it was Jessica, we're very disappointed now. Because one of our friends has to leave the race.
Oh.
It's $1 million. Get over it.
I know. I'm not disappointed.
No.
Well, I am. You'll see why I'm disappointed.
So some of the drunk people kept trying to help out the 2 remaining teams to say, no, I think it's over here by the Hard Rock where the other 2 teams figured it. And the Team Extreme girl's like, you don't know what you're talking about. And Andy was like, yeah, leave us alone. So anyway,
Henry said to go back up the hill.
Oh yeah, go back up the hill. Henry tried to help Team Indy. Didn't help them.
No, he even yelled.
So Team Extreme finally figured it out just by, they had 2 of the numbers and they just randomly got to the 3rd one.
They did the same thing that Cody did.
They got to the mat. They checked in. So those are the 3 going for the $1 million.
Right.
And
then Team India's out.
Phil even gave up and walked over and said, wah, wah.
You're out. And then they said, oh, maybe we'll move out of each other's place now.
Well,
move out already.
Yeah, Toad Boy's crashing on the couch of Alex's
I know.
house.
And then he says, maybe a month more. Really?
Dude.
Jeez. Grow up.
He was a liability the whole
He
race.
was. And Alex was a pissant this last leg.
Yeah. So.
I wish he was nice. He just got so aggravated with that photographer. And the crabs. He was mad at the crabs too.
Right. Well, I get mad at crabs too. So then we go to the final leg of the race.
The final leg of the race.
From Hong Kong to
San Francisco, open your Golden Gate.
So they were shooting this around the end of October.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually there at the beginning of November. I just missed the taping.
You missed the taping? You would have been all over the place that they were. I know you would have.
Oh yeah,
been.
we would have followed them around, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so where'd they start? They started
So they had to go to the AT&T ballpark.
Yes, and they had to look for baseballs with Babe Ruth, I think?
No, Willie Mays.
Oh, okay. Willie Mays' home run record.
Yeah, yes, total number of home runs.
Which was 660,
Yeah.
as I know, because the smartest people in the group asked.
Well, that was
Google.
no, the girls asked.
I think they're the smartest.
Oh, okay.
Even though, I mean, Henry is the smartest and Evan, but he doesn't, you'll see.
The book smart. But,
Book smart.
But even though the number was on the statue they were standing right next to,
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, there was a big insert shot that on the plaque on it that had the answer. But
Wow.
so Cody and Team Yell, let's go, we'll figure it
Just
out.
grabbing balls out of the water,
And
putting them in their boat.
Well, the thing is Hen didn't figure it out until he was in the boat and they were saying, oh, it's not in the clue, and
And then Evan gets very upset with Hen. Oh, poor thing.
And then Team of Brothers just pulling balls out of the water and just showing them.
Like, any of these? How about these?
But just before, while Team Extreme already has two of the numbers, they're waiting for
Right.
one. They get the Yale gets the idea to paddle up to the wharf and yell up at someone to look it up for them.
That's smart.
And Team Big Brother paddles up. No,
no,
other way around.
Team Big Brother paddles up. Yale listens.
And they all
Because
figure out
Cody
what they
says
have
it
to.
so loud.
Yeah.
660! Okay.
So Team Extreme gets the correct ball right after that. The other two do.
Everybody does.
And then so they go back to the wharf, and then they have to catch a boat to the Bay Bridge, to the main support of the Bay Bridge.
Yes.
And you can see the boats are stacked up right behind each other. So
Everybody
final
was
leg,
caught up.
It was so close this
Neck
whole leg.
and neck and neck.
So the roadblock was they had to go up the center support and then drop down.
Drop down with these day glow outfits on.
So they had to do what's called an ascension, and what that is basically you push the little thing up the rope, right?
Yes.
Lock, and then you push up with your feet on the loops,
Oh.
and then you take that up, and then you push up. So they had, it was 200 feet?
You have to
or
kind of
20
learn how to
stories?
do that while you're doing it, because you probably never did that in your life, unless
Right.
you're some kind of like mountain climber or something.
Oh, 200 feet, yeah,
That's pretty high.
20 stories. So they had to go
20
all the way
stories.
up. Cody first on the rope,
Yeah.
but Christy
Christy.
from Team Extreme almost caught up to him.
Oh yeah, she's athletic.
Because it's all about the legs, and because she's a skier,
Right.
and then of course,
And I like
Evan.
her. So I was hoping she would overtake him.
and then Evan went up.
Yes. Evan did it.
Fine.
And then they had to go like
Whoa.
walk this like beam and then jump off of it. That's scary.
Cody was awesome. Cody was like, oh, he's got his stuff on, rigs on. So I go over here, he just no hesitation, just walked off.
Like he's missing a chromosome. Maybe not a chromosome. Like a fear thing. He's missing something that I don't know what he's missing.
Personality. And then Christy basically was like, make sure I'm safe. Don't let me die.
I would be the same.
Okay. And then
she went.
And then she went.
She
And then
knew
Evan.
she had to win. She had to
Right.
win.
So they race out of there, and basically they have to go. They get this picture clue,
Oh yes.
pictogram, I think, and have to figure out they have to go to the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Company.
Oh my gosh.
I have a story about that.
Okay, tell
When
us.
we
tell
were there
us
2
real
weeks
quick.
later,
Yes.
we went to the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Company.
Did you make cookies?
They didn't let us make cookies, but we watched there. We watched them made them. They had us make a We had to make personal ones for Sam to give to
Oh.
us. But yeah, we were right there.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So Greg went to the fortune cookie company. So you know that there's some factory work involved, which means finesse.
Right.
So Cody and Jessica get there, and they have no finesse.
No. Cody eventually builds it out.
He eventually.
And-
but in the beginning, he's just a slop.
And Jess is like watching my daughter when she was 2 playing with Play-Doh.
Yeah. and then Team Extreme. Wow,
Power
those girls
through.
are like, we know how to make a cookie.
Right. And then Team Yale showed up last, but basically left right after Big Brother because they caught up because
Yeah.
Jessica was doing such a crappy job. Again, she was a liability, like
This
she
is
had been
fun.
through all of the race.
This cookie is from that company. I can't wait to eat it and find
So-
out my fortune.
So the last leg of the race took them to the USS Hornet,
Yes, which is a giant what?
aircraft carrier
Aircraft
from World War
carrier.
II.
Yes, and it is big, and they had to haul pieces out of different sections of that aircraft carrier to one area to build this mini plane.
Right.
That was like a puzzle because there was extra pieces to it.
Right, so it needed 6 pieces to be completed. They had 12 pieces. Each piece had a different combination of symbols representing each leg of the race. So the only way it was put together correctly is if you used the 6 pieces that represented each, that had 2 symbols on it, and only represented each leg once. So
Right.
if there was an Iceland symbol on one rotor
couldn't use it again.
and one on a wing, you couldn't use both
Right.
pieces.
I have to say this had to be the most physical test of the whole season and the most mental
It was
test
crazy.
of the whole season.
You could say they were breaking down because they were tired, right?
They were tired, and because they had to run all over that
Right.
aircraft carrier, and, geez, the,
And you can see the finish line.
Yeah, they could see the finish line from where they were, and they could see their opponents, how they were doing too. Because
Right.
normally, if you think of the puzzles,
oh yeah, they're
the
always
puzzles,
blocked
you don't
off.
see each
They're
other.
always like, you're in this section
So
of
you're
the
just
pie.
kind of, oh, I'm doing my own speed. But now
I'm just-
you know.
Now you know who's doing what.
It was-
Oh, I love
oh,
that.
It was an
It
amazing
was
image.
sweaty.
And everyone's getting frustrated, blah, 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 would do it. Evan was trying to be, Hen was trying to be very methodical about
Yes,
it.
and Evan was
logical.
very supportive, saying, Hen, and then Jessica was saying,
Wish she'd shut up.
could she shut up? She's really annoying. She's so annoying.
So they would check, what, get a pass. They would check,
So
get a pass.
annoying.
Check, get a, not get pass. And you can see Phil and the other
Like contestants.
teams, like,
yeah.
wow.
Like,
I
is
think they
anybody
said
ever-
it was almost like 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours building an airplane, I would be so frustrated.
So finally, Evan puts it together.
Evan,
No, I'm sorry.
Henry.
Hen puts one together. We see the results that he's got it exactly right. He stands back,
and looks at it.
looks
and
at
goes,
it, and
this isn't right.
nope, and switches it off, and does it wrong, and gets a check, and he's like, oh, I don't know. And then the way it's edited, right after that,
Jessica gets
Jessica
it.
goes on her 10th try. Okay, try it. And they go,
Yes!
oh, you're cleared for takeoff.
And then Jessica and Cody run to the finish line, which is so. First place
$1 million.
for them. Why? They won. They won each other's hearts. They don't need to win $1 million. Ugh.
And then Hen gets his correct, second place.
And then it's Team
It's
Extreme.
She kind of loses it a little bit. Finally gets kind of resolved, calm, puts it together, and they show up. And very disappointed, understandably.
Very disappointed. I am so disappointed with this finish. I was hoping it would be Henry and Evan.
So here's a couple things from that last thing. For the whole race, Jessica was a liability, except for the one that won the $1 million. She just stuck through it and randomly put crap together and got the right answer.
She somehow did it. It was a random. You know what? Remember she said in the other episodes, oh, it's karma. Well, maybe her karma came through today.
And then Hen, I turned to Serena when he did the little last minute switcheroo, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's not going to be good in that household tonight.
Oh, she's
because
gonna
Evan's
say-
going to go, what? And then go on one of her 10-minute tirades.
You might want to look online because this was shot in October to see if they're still together. You just might want to.
Because, you know, the post interview, oh, I know he tried really hard and we did our best and we surprised people. Oh, man, I could just be in that house when that came up and
Oh my
realize
gosh.
he had it. And she just lost her crap.
Well, They'll be okay.
Oh
That'll be
my
fun.
God, you had it right there. What the?
You had it. Oh, when they were watching the episode.
Why didn't you tell me?
Maybe. Oh, yeah. Like maybe they never.
Last night.
Yeah, they wouldn't have known.
Oh, they wouldn't have known until last night.
Until it
They
aired.
wouldn't have had the computer graphics.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, we have to find out today online.
Yeah, I'll go look to see if she
that
lost her
if
crap.
She is like, bye-bye, honey. No, she can't give
They
him up
won't
for
break
that.
it. No. He takes all the abuse anyway.
He does sort of feed off of it.
But it's like,
Sad. But it's
Serena was saying, "Oh, I really got to like Hen," and I'm like, "How did you get to like him? He never got to speak. He only got to agree with her."
I disagree because she said, "You're not speaking. Use your words and like tell me what's going on." Use your words. I don't know if she said use your words, but that's what I say to children sometimes, like when they're just all grumpy. Use your words.
And how about Cody's face on the map when he was told? He was like,
Okay, so there was a little segment at the very end where they were all talking about, oh, and then I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to, you know those ones that they do
Right.
that they shoot afterwards?
Uh-huh.
Well, his face, like during one of those pieces, I thought he lost for sure because he was so grumpy. And I'm like thinking, yes, he lost. Yes, they lost. And they won.
yeah. So anyway, congratulations to the newly engaged couple.
Yes.
It
The
turned,
ocean spray.
no,
No.
newly engaged. Remember, Big Brother got engaged last week.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah,
we
they got
wish you
engaged.
all the luck in the world.
Not on the show, in real life. They
Okay.
were on a hike.
Aww.
Thanks to one of our viewers that pointed that out.
Thank you.
Go to last week's synopsis and you'll see recap, and you'll see a link that I posted up for.
Oh, okay, cool.
And what a great season!
Congratulations. They'll be very happy together.
Like the last half of the season was so intense.
Yes.
It really was. It was great casting, almost as good as if we were on it.
Yeah. Hey, Phil, we love you, and we love CBS. Anything you could do to get us on the show would be fantastic.
Let's get it
Wait,
renewed.
what does the fortune say? Ooh, it's ripped. That's not a good sign. You have an iron will, which will help you succeed in everything. That means we're going to be on, Greg. What does yours say?
I'm a bundle of energy, always on the go.
I think I got yours and you got mine. That's just weird.
And I'm going to do a shout out to Mary Susan, our friend.
Oh, hi, Mary Susan.
Who happens to know Phil.
Oh, yeah.
So now we're going to tag her in this. Anything else?
No. I just love the season. Thank you.
Yeah, let's
Thank
do it
you,
again.
everybody.
Come on, CBS, pick it up.
And these fortune cookies are pretty good. I wonder if there's our Cody's fingerprints on them.
As long as it's not Jessica's. Thanks for sticking with us this season. Coming up, we have Dancing with the Stars in a month, I think. Mm-hmm. Random stuff going on. And keep checking back. Subscribe. Check our Facebook page.
Oh, yeah. And if you're in LA, come see my play. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
We'll have details coming up.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching the James and Greg Show.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. You know what we need you to do now?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes.
And then share this, like it, and comment on each video.
Yeah, you'll see lots of special guests.
Yeah, and watch our episodes. We do recaps of your favorite shows. We have little adventures, and we have special guests.
And sometimes we're funny.
Subscribe.